from what you've seen of UNCG so far, what are your plans on how to break their press and speed up the game from the slow tempo they like to play?
We watched film on them a little bit, and they're pretty good. I mean, like they have some great shooters. Their bigs can shoot. Lonzo, he can shoot the ball extremely well. And as far as they press, just try to break it and just try to start offense right away. Don't hold the ball. Let them set their defense back up. Once you break the press, just keep attacking. So.
Josh is a guy who's a vet and been around the program. How have you seen it maybe even grow in the couple years that you've been there? And what do you think maybe is next for Gonzaga?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a vet, but thanks for giving me that title. But I just feel good being with guys like J3 and Sai up here. Got a little bit of experience, even with Tilly, Rui, and guys like Snacks who didn't get to play. So I mean, we got experience on our team. But as far as that, just knowing that the little things matter in March. So just preaching that to the guys, whether it's taking a charge, diving on the ball, or even just simply just coming down with rebounds. So just the little things that matter in March. So just getting that message across to the guys is real important during this month.
Jim Mahan of the Spokesman-Review. For any of you guys, have some NCAA experience. Kind of rewind it. What were you like when you played your first NCAA games at the start, and how much different is it now, the feel to be at this stage?
Jonathan, let's start with you.
Sal's got it.
Me? All right. Well, I mean, the first tournament games probably speak for all of us. I mean, there's a lot more nerves in right now. I think as freshmen, well, I don't know if Jonathan was a freshman, but our first games, it was a little nervous. But I mean, now have a lot of NCAA tournament games under our belt. I think all of us up here are more comfortable and more experienced with it.
Yeah, I mean, as I said in Spokane, as a freshman, I was real nervous. But I looked at guys like Kev and Shim and see how composed they were, and it made me feel good about myself. So just hopefully the young guys just see how composed me, Sai, and J3 are, and just knowing that we got their backs no matter what, and just knowing that it's just another game at the end of the day, and we shouldn't stress too much about it. We just got to play it how we play, and things should take care of themselves.
When I was a freshman, I was sitting at the house around this time of the year, so. But I mean, last year was my first time having a tournament experience, and I feel like they help a lot going into this year. Might not be as nervous, and just go out there, have fun, and just the little things matter in this month. So.
BJ Rains with the Idaho Press Tribune. Josh, you guys are playing at Boise State, a Mountain West school, and there's some talk about you guys possibly looking to join the Mountain West. I'm curious, as you're the only one up there that might be back next year. What are your thoughts on possibly joining the Mountain West? And when you heard about that, just maybe a chance for a new challenge.
I mean, yeah, I read about it, but I haven't heard anything too much about it. I mean, we play who we play. It doesn't matter who's in front of us. So I mean, if we move, we move. But if we don't, we don't. We just got to come and play our game at the end of the day. So like I said, it doesn't really matter to me who's in front of us. We got to get the W's at the end of the day.
This is Eddie Pels for AP. I'd put this to all three. For being so close last year, is that something that stuck with you through this year, or was it something that you had to erase and just start over?
Silas, let's start with you and work out.
I mean, I would certainly say it's definitely stuck with us. I mean, we're all heading into this tournament with a chip on our shoulder with memories of last year. And, I mean, I wouldn't say that, it's been a burden or anything like that. Like, we haven't been down on it. I think it was more motivating more than anything. And coming into this March, I think, that's going to be, our motivation is try to get back to the Final Four and to the championship where we were last year.
Josh?
I mean, I think Sai nailed it on the head. I think we just took how close we were last year, and knowing the small things that we didn't do in that championship game that we can just apply to the whole tournament this year. Just doing that, like you said, our chip just got bigger coming up that short last year. So just hoping we can come up a little closer this year.
Jonathan?
Basically, we just use it as motivation. And, it's basically what it is. Just motivate us to just get back to the Final Four. And just the little things matter, like as far as rebounding, like Josh said, taking charges and getting on the loose ball. So I mean, as a team, just want to motivate us to get back there. So.
Craig from the Idaho Statesman. Josh, you play an event like this, there's a whole arena, mostly neutral fans, and asking everybody kind of, what their pitch would be to those neutral fans to root for your team. So what would be your pitch to get the people of Boise to get behind Gonzaga this week?
Spokane is a lot closer than UNC, so please cheer for us. Coach Hughes, good friends with Coach Rice, so that helps too.
More questions?
John Patrick with KTIK Sports Radio. I think this is like the 20th straight year that Gonzaga has made the tournament. How much of history are you guys aware of the Gonzaga history going way back, and how big a part of history is the program today? If that makes sense.
Take this one.
I mean, I think as far as history goes, I think we're all pretty close to the history because just because the Zags culture is, we're all close, and pit players from the past are always there around us, so we all feel what happened when they were on the team. We all feel what they were going through when they were on the team. So to 20th straight year milestone, that's very important to us, as is to people from the past.
Yeah, I mean, we're real aware of the history. Like Sai said, guys come back, we build relationships with the old guys. So for us to just keep fulfilling their destiny and their history, I mean, it feels good to me. I know it feels good to these guys as well. But we're taking their history and writing our own piece of it. So I mean, it just feels good to keep adding on to that Zag legacy.
This team is kind of known for their defense and the pressure, full court. Have you guys seen something similar, and how do you attack this defense?
Silas?
I would say, I don't know if it's at a high level, but Villanova put a little three-quarter press in, and they were, they're obviously top 5 in the country, so they're really good at it. But that's probably the closest thing I could think of right now.
Yeah, as I said, Villanova this year. Then obviously we got some experience playing against West Virginia last year. So we've been pressed before. It's just our job to take care of the ball. As J3 said, getting the offense a little earlier. As soon as we break the press, rather than setting up and calling a play, we just got to play. And so I think we'll be in good hands.
More questions? All right, we'll dismiss Gonzaga's